of Tiny Steps Care Team. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, and Jazakallah Fahim and the team for having me in studio again.
So you came in, we were on air at the time, so we didn't get a chance to speak, but it's so nice to have you in studio with us.
Shukran.
Now, Nadia, tell us, for listeners who may not be familiar with Tiny Steps Care Team, can you tell us about how your organization was founded and what inspired its mission?
Okay, so 2020, the first, basically the onset of the first wave of COVID-19. Just myself had a school at the time. My parents decided to join the local community in Westville where I live. We started distributing soups to positive patients. Remember, friends, family were not wanting to even assist with the basic necessities.
Yeah.
And from Rasam, aunties preparing liters at home. It started off really small, and within 3 weeks, all the multimedia platforms got involved, and we reached out to 150 families.
Wow.
Positive. We had almost 40 volunteers, multiracial, all sorts, literally. And literally just, it was so all of the funds that have ever been collected, none of us collect salaries. It's what you give us is what goes out.
Oh,
and
okay.
it's literally, for me, I have a marhum dad. It's my silent sadaqah, and it's my way to give back as I'm standing.
Well, that's really amazing and good to know. But how did the name Tiny Steps come about?
Oh, my school is Tiny Steps Nursery School.
Okay.
And I always get laughed at in interviews, tiny steps, but making huge differences. But our motto is one community at a time. If each of us can do that, especially I love early on you mentioned in the interview, so much of us are sending money abroad. But when the need is so great right here, people just drive around overport, but we specialize deep rural, just literally outside of your suburbs. Poverty is, the only way we can eradicate it is we believe in uplifting. We run agriculture projects, upskill, because we don't believe in just handing hampers to people, but we have to still leave their dignity intact. But there is such a great need in Durban and the greater Durban, your upper west, south, and I'm saying humanitarian efforts, but within our Muslim community as well, minorities in the deep rural areas that are really looking for support. And that's where we specialize.
Now, during Ramadan, your team provides daily iftar meals and hampers. What does a typical day look like for your volunteers?
Okay, so I hit that basically for the last 6 years old. So the first 3 years, just to give you an idea, we would actually deliver. We were amazing. The Durban local restaurants were supporting us. So it was a hot meal every single day. But back and forth, at that point, there were 7 deep rural madrasas. It was a nightmare. Lots of volunteers dropped off. And then I would, at that time, my little one was 3 years old and I have twins. At that time, 4. And my husband's business was in the Eastern Cape. I would drive. I still remember each time when I'd reach at the bottom of the mountain and I'd now picture Lower Moweni with tears as I get through the baki with meals of only excitement that, alhamdulillah, Allah have awarded me this opportunity. It is just so amazing. Sorry, just they are I just feel Allah have chosen me,
alhamdulillah,
for this. So now, alhamdulillah, I personally create a menu, one that's nutritious and healthy. I just feel firmly, we may not feed thousands daily. Alhamdulillah, we make sure that they are nourished fully, that the month of Ramadan is something, it's a meal, fruit, dates, fresh vegetables, salads, water, like on our social media handles if you look. So it's a freshly prepared meal. We were doing the meals of acne and, certain, you have to also realize that as much as we want to give, the quality of giving is what's important, because we need to give people according to their cultural and ethnic requirements.
Exactly.
What they love. So,
Exactly,
when I post, it may not be on our social media handles, the most ideal content, but I shop, I design the menus, and my appas and the aunties start peeling, chopping, the spice level, heat level to what they like and enjoy. Alhamdulillah, the night before Eid, just this very one. Remember, whilst we were waiting for the Jamia to sight the moon, my husband and I had done all the shopping during the day. And I have a video on our social media where all the kids were literally awaiting our arrival. And they were just like, obviously, emptying the bakkie with all of the food. So we shop, and literally every week they get a delivery, and every week they prepare every single day fresh meals. That's for 1,350 meals as of today. Alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah. Now, how do you identify the families who need assistance?
Okay, so at the moment, we basically cover the deep rural madrasas limited to Shongweni Box Farm and Clifton Masala. And we do individual families, however, it's very limited because of the funding that it all depends on the funds, The need is great, but it depends on what you have. So at the moment, over the last 3 years, we have identified 20 ladies. They are made up of either widows, single moms of children with conditions like cerebral palsy, intellectual disabilities, physical. So, and that spanned out. It's between Overport, Springfield, Newlands, as well as parts of Phoenix. And then of recent with Mulana Tariq at Alimia Masjid, we also try and assist this 25 families of really, really elderly. So, we really do need community support in terms of that, honestly, because we've done the checks. They're all the beneficiaries we assist basically with our projects like Ramadan and Eid are zakat eligible. And that's just the way we do it because, we have to make sure the need is really there because we don't have an entire team. So we put our efforts where the need is really needed and there is no other source of help from anywhere else.
Now, what are some of the biggest challenges, vulnerable families are facing in this month of Ramadan?
I think for me, it's, you mentioned earlier, when you're fasting, it's the waking up early. That's a challenge like people have mentioned. But some of them, if they are working, they're living hand to mouth. So that waking up early, the sacrifices they make, and then walking the long distance that they have to still provide and support for their family, make it in time for iftar. And yes, with the inflation the way it is at the moment, I think for the people that we serve, half of them unemployed or even orphan kids, but for every household, it's just putting a hot, nutritious meal on the table every day, having sehri, suhoor sorted as well. That in itself is challenging. And I think for all the NGOs, not just us, it's so overwhelming because till now the request point, I was in the print media last week and, you feel so terrible to turn people down, but all of us we are stretched as far as we can in terms of allocations and funding.
And Nadia, tell us, beyond Ramadan, does Tiny Steps Care Team continue supporting families throughout the year? And if so, how? And how can people provide assistance?
We do. Those same 25 families that we provide for them throughout the year. Yes, limited funding. I'm more than happy if anyone can get through. We do have like private donors that refuse point blank to be mentioned. And sometimes my own household actually cover and lots of, of the funds. But if there are any donors that would like to get involved, they're more than welcome to reach out to us.
How do they contact you?
They can contact me on 071 622 7784. So 071-622-7784 or WhatsApp on the business line. It's WhatsApp only 082-606-6890. And for the month of Ramadan, alhamdulillah, iftars, we've just got, I think, the next 20 days to allocate. We've done more shopping. But if there's any support, we are doing 2 massive Eid projects and it's always fun. We've been doing Bryce for all the years, but this year Alimia Masjid, inshallah, children from Inanda, Bambai, as well as Phoenix 120, Shongweni 200. So it's family and kids, jumping castle, face painting, a bride, that's funny, that they absolutely love, true South African style. So please reach out to us. We really do get in-kind sponsors. So it's just 100 Rand per person. So in order for us to meet our targets and Eid clothing of a sweet treat, as well as an Eid outfit that they get to pick for 360 Rand. We're looking at only 50 kids. So inshallah, those projects, we really do need assistance from the community. These children literally wear the Eid outfit to madrasa on every other day of the year until the next one.
Sure.
So may Allah really, or the donors that want to contribute locally and know where there are communities that are we're even happy to take them with us to give the kids, please contribute to us because it really is a need right here, right at home, where you can see the difference you make.
Jazakallah. Nadia, thank you so much for joining us.
Shukran for the opportunity and the time.
We hope to see you again very soon.
Inshallah, very soon.
Ameen.
I mean, that was Nadia Sheikh Hamid, who is the founder and director of Tiny Steps. That's Tiny Steps Care Team. You have the details. If you'd like to contribute, all you can do is contact her on her WhatsApp number. Keep it locked on to the Afternoon Jam. This is Radio Lonsar.
The Afternoon Jam is brought to you by Spur, people with a taste for life.
As the sun sets and the day slows, it's time to gather, time to share, time for iftar at Spur. Enjoy a juicy 150-gram cheddar malt steak, 4 buffalo wings, 2 crispy samosas, and a chilled glass of faluda for $219.90. Or enjoy the half cheddar malt chicken schnitzel with all the same delicious sides for just $199.90. Available at all halal Spurs till 19 March. T's and C's apply. Spur, people with a taste for life.
Some events are advertised. This one is anticipated. From the 5th to the 8th of March, the Al Ansar Eid Milan returns to the Saxony Westwood Mall, a curated Ramadan experience for those who prefer everything in one refined space. Exclusive brands, limited collections, and signature Eid pieces. Exceptional deals without the chaos. A dedicated Salah and Tarawih facilities and secure parking. And we can't forget the Kiddies Corner, an array of cuisines thoughtfully selected for you. This isn't a pop-up, it's the standard. The Eid Milan from the 5th to the 8th of March at Saxony Westwood Mall. See you there.
Now, the Afternoon Jam Radio on Star. Rashida says the hardest part or the hardest thing for me is the heat. But I'm trying to handle the heat by staying indoors and washing my face with wild rose water. Interesting. Okay, so wild rose water gives you cool, Rashida. And okay, NK says salams. Recite the niyyah of fasting over and over again. It helps when hungry, thirsty, and the likes. So what do you read? Allahumma asum over and over again. Right, says Moses. For him, the shaitans are locked up. So if you are still looking at women, then it's your nafs and bad habits. Allah forgives the first look. But if you continue looking, then it's a sin. Make a lot of istighfar. Sure.
True.
I'm not looking.
You're trying not to.
Yeah.
Brother MH says, Assalamu alaikum. Always a pleasure listening to you guys. May Allah Almighty always please grant you and your loved ones the best in dunya akhirah. Ameen. Alhamdulillah, at my age with little health issues, shukr, I'm managing fasting just now and then a slight hunger pangs. I just feel sorry for the young ones. I spoke to some of them and the thirst and fatigue gets to them. I know what they mean because I was in their shoes back in Lighty days. Really admire their courage and enthusiasm. Ted, I love the Eid Milan advert. Well done, bro. By the way, what time is the Eid Milan?
Let's play it again and have a live reaction.
No, we don't need to do that.
We can do that, but not right now. Time is running out. Assalamu alaikum. Alhamdulillah. Nice to hear a nutritious meal, not packets of noodles put in a fancy box. Of course, yeah. But also, it's important to give people what they eat.
Yeah, what's on their palate.
Yeah, it's pointless. Like, imagine somebody gives out charity to Muslims and they give pork. I mean, what's the point?
Doesn't
Because
make, yeah.
Muslims not going to eat that.
Exactly.
So, if you're giving Japanese people, you rather give them sushi.
Yes.
You know, so we know they eat that.
Yeah.
So if you're giving Indian people, then give them curry and rice. If you're giving black people, rather give them putu.
Yeah.
You know, but
Oh, they
it's,
would love that.
yeah, but it's weird to give Arabians sushi. They're like, what is this?
Yeah.
You know, so if you're making the effort to feed people, rather give them. It's good and it's a point to note who you're giving the food to, who the recipients, and that it will appeal to their palates. Otherwise, what happens is lots of people just throw the food away.
And not even just that, it's also the quality of food that you give.
Correct.
A lot of people, when they're giving, they even call it the zakat. Let's say zakat biryani or zakat akni, because the rice is even like squashed and it's not quality ingredients.
It's like more like a thick, like a porridge.
You can even take the rice and make it into a bowl.
Correct. I know what you're talking about. So it's very cheap ingredients are used, and then that's like the giveaway food. If we're making the effort to do that,
Do it properly.
do it properly. Yes.
Yeah, come on,
exactly.
guys.
Do it properly, and it should be food that you and I will eat. And then, even if they're poor and they don't have meat for the whole year, and all we heard those stories millions of times. So even if that's the case, if you're giving them meat, rather give them good quality
Yeah,
meat.
proper
Yeah, come on, man.
Yeah, as opposed to the cheapest, worstest quality ever in the world. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Anyway, great news for members of Discovery Key Care Medical Aid. Lenmed Shifa Private Hospital has been selected as a designated service provider for Discovery Key Care patients. We now offer neuro and vascular surgery services, further strengthening our commitment to better serving our community and expanding access to specialized care. With a mission to create healthier and more prosperous communities, Lenmed Shifa Private Hospital looks forward to welcoming you into their care. Yeah. Visit lenmed.com for more information. Lenmed, embrace every day.
But not only that, Ramadan is a season of mercy and generosity.
Yes, it is, for sure.
No, I'll
absolutely.
repeat again.
Go.
Go for it.
Come on.
No, don't be sad now.
Come on. Go. Okay, wait. Take two.
Take two.
Right, take
Right?
two.
So just pretend that never happened.
Never happened, yes.
Nice.
Ramadan is a season of mercy and generosity
Absolutely.
and showing up for one another.
Absolutely.
Through our Ramadan 1447 Water and Dates for Iftar initiative, the Al Ansar Outreach and the Afternoon Awesome Jam team is committed to ensuring that every masajid and musalla in Overport and surrounding areas is supported with the essentials needed to break fast with ease and dignity.
Yes.
Something as simple as water and dates become an act of unity, care, and reward during this blessed month of Ramadan. Your contribution, no matter the amount, helps place barakah on every iftar table and brings comfort to those fasting. Give for the sake of Allah alone and let your sadaqah ripple far beyond this Ramadan. Call the outreach department on 031 208 1601 or simply visit our website on www.alansar.org.today.
Well done. You happy now?
Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah,
That's
nice one. That sounded like AI though,
It did.
isn't it?
Yeah. But
Yes.
I always tell people that at some point she either sounds like Siri or just AI straight.
Yeah.
Or just okay, let me not say.
You can be the South African version of what you call that? The GPS voice. What is that? When they tell you turn left to
Oh,
the
yes,
next door,
yeah.
what?
No,
I don't think it's a name, it's
Navigator.
just GPS.
Yeah, Navigator.
Who's she called?
I don't
What's the person? Doesn't the person have a name?
No, you can call it whatever you want.
Well, we can call them Amina now.
Yeah, exactly. That's the only chick my wife doesn't get jealous about. Have a great one, guys. We'll talk to you again tomorrow, inshallah. Remember us in your du'as, okay? And Friday already. This week went fast, man.
Very,
Alhamdulillah.
actually.
Yeah. So remember, 100 durood anytime now. Make it more if you can during this month of Ramadan, and try and do something a little extra. If you're reading Quran, read a little bit of extra or extra salah, or you are fasting, so you can't do an extra fast right now. But just be good and keep a clean heart as well. And we should make dua that, Ya Allah, please remove remove any negativity from our hearts, which we know of and which we don't know as well. But let us have good, clean hearts, because that's the only thing that will make us move forward in a positive way.
Absolutely.
So we need to keep, like how we keep our house clean when we're expecting guests. We need to keep our heart clean like we're expecting death.
Ooh.
With that, we leave you.
Remember your 100 durud.
Exactly. Until then, it's me, Fahim, and the team, Amina and Ted, and we say,
No to drugs.
Respect your parents.
and be the best you can be. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
The Afternoon Jam is brought to you by Spur, people with a taste for life.
Looking for the perfect family day out? Join us at the Magma Agricultural Family Fair, where food, fun and farm life come together. Enjoy exciting activities from animal encounters to live entertainment and hands-on farming experiences. And come hungry, because we've got plenty of delicious food stalls just for you. Plot D353 Omlas Road, Camperdown. 1st, 2nd and 3rd of May. Store bookings open after Eid. Magma, bringing families together, farm style.
This Ramadan, you, zakah and sadaqah can place food on a table and hope in the heart. Tradeport Distribution offers thoughtfully prepared Ramadan grocery hampers for every intention and budget. From daily feeding hampers starting at just 25 Rand to generous hampers all prepared with care and dignity. Turn your intention into impact. You choose the goods, we carry it forward. Contact Tradeport Distribution on 083 661 5818.
This Ramadan, Al Imdad Foundation is delivering mercy, one food hamper at a time, across 40 countries, with just 800 Rand